actually part two to the Zodiacs that I started earlier today. So whether you're watching the live video or the recording, if you're looking for signs for Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Capricorn, please be sure to, even Scorpio, please be sure to refer to video one, which is in the description of this video. Okay, my name is Gypsy Lou Love. We are going to be continuing the general readings that I started earlier. Please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you guys need to book me for personal or private readings, please be sure to use the link that is in my bio. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. Okay, so with that being said, I was in I was in the middle of Scorpio's reading when it just cut out. It just cut out on me. It started skipping, it started glitching. It never even got the end of it. I do still have all of Scorpio's cards over here, so I can read them off. I can read them back off to you guys. We started out with purification. I believe deliberation came out next, and then it was happiness. Okay. I think DM slide was here. Okay. If I am remembering correctly, because I'm trying to I'm trying to remember this. When I was in the middle of doing your reading, I know that a lot of your energy, because we did have imprisonment for your overall charm here, but a lot of your energy had to do with your inability to really get a grasp on what it is that you want and then stand firm in that. I feel like it's going to be the more you allow happiness to come into your life, the more it's going to be easier for you to spot the things that don't align with that happiness or that take away from that happiness. These were your cards for these. So this is purification. It says ascension, spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness, and elevating myself. Oh yes, I also talked about you being put in a space and place in your life where you're going to have no choice but to really speak up for the things that you want or speak out for the things that you want, as opposed to you not doing that. There's a need for you to not just think about it with this deliberation, but there's also a need for you to be able to express your needs without the worry of them not being met. Okay, as opposed, it's like not putting too much expectation on a person, place, or thing, but still having your wants and your needs, even if people cannot fit them. That doesn't mean that your happiness and so on and so forth is out of reach. It just means that the people that you're asking for it from does not have the qualifications to give you that, and that's very human. It's time. It would be time for you to then incorporate yourself in spaces and places and environments that actually entail to give you what it is that you want. But that nothing can actually happen if you don't first make said demands. There's something about you being able to make the demands and being okay with whoever or who cannot, rather they can or cannot fulfill those needs. Okay, there's something about you not sacrificing your needs because of your want to keep certain people, places, and things in your life, because that's not serving you. It is actually taking away from your happiness. But I feel like the more you allow this energy in, this is already happening for you. The more you allow this energy into your life, the easier it's going to be for you to be okay with not expecting too much from people that have already shown you that they can't give you what it is that you want, and begin to look for healthier spaces and places to receive the energy. Okay. Hi. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It says arrogance, not seeing flaws, hinders growth, no limits, and learn and improve. Humility, awareness, and growth. Yes, this is like, you continuing to have people, places, and things in your life, or you continuing to allow them to have a space, even though the fulfillment. It's like, you know, giving someone a job that they're underqualified for, and then you constantly being frustrated with the fact that they can't meet said expectations. Well, you knew when you hired them that they didn't have the qualifications to do that job. So you can either train them or fire them. But there's something about not just letting it go altogether, or not just firing the person altogether, but actually going through the process of training them and really seeing if they want to learn whatever it is, how to make you happy or how to satisfy you or whatever the case may be. There's something about equal give and take here. But yes, we had break chains was here with divine intervention, deliberation, divine intervention. It says unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected path, saved just in time. Saved just in time. Breaking chains. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront, them. We have happiness here with DM slide, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters and sliding into your inbox. It says shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm, fluidity, movements, and open. This was your card, King, authority, and diplomacy. And then your charm was imprisonment. So that was Scorpio. I wasn't able to I don't know why it didn't finish out or why it closed out, but that was your reading, if I can remember everything that I said during the period that it skipped. Leo was in fact supposed to be right after Scorpio. I had already pulled the card and everything. So we're going to start on Leo at 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm officially starting Leo at 8 minutes. I just wanted to do a recap of Scorpio because it cut out so randomly. I started my first video and that cut out, and then I tried it again and I was able to get through Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Capricorn. I started Scorpio and then it cut out again. At this point, I can clearly see that I'm being tested, so I'm just gonna roll with the punches. I'm just gonna go with it and see what it is that is so urgent that they need all of my undivided attention for. All right, Leo is at 8 minutes. Whew. Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be a Leo or you are cross-watching for a Leo, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. Oop. Okay, your first card here is planning. Planning. Are you planning something? Leo, what's the plan? What's the move? Trust. Truth. Truth. I'm sorry. We have truth here. So we have planning and we have truth. I'm picking up on someone waiting for the right moment to disclose some type of some type of truth. Someone is waiting for what is this here, Spirit? What is this? Exuberance. Okay, so I feel like you're keeping your plan close to your chest. You know, you're not really telling anyone about it until it's all said and done, as you should. I feel like this is really going to pay off for you in the long run. You know, really being able to keep your business. I'm looking at this person is whatever this truth is just between you and the Almighty Most High Divine God. You know, whatever this plan is, many won't understand, so there ain't no point in trying to get them to understand. Just walk the path. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. And it's leading you right to this place of true fulfillment, it feels like. True fulfillment. So let's see what we have here for Leo. Clarify this planning, please. What's the plan? It says commitment issues, afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss, freedom. It's complicated. Is this about you settling down, Leo? Is this about you, finally taking that leap of faith? I'm picking up on marriage or something of that nature. It seems like, because you don't know how it's going to, I feel like someone has found their soulmate. And because they don't know how it's going to go, they're not telling anybody about it just yet. They're keeping this energy very sacred. Whatever this energy is, even if it's not a soulmate, this could just be you being able to commit to a dream that you have, you being able to commit to an idea that you have. I feel like you finally found that one thing. And you know that it's different because you don't feel the need to look for any outside validation. Like you really tapped in with the Almighty Most High Divine God. Rather this be about a partner, or this just be about your ability to remain consistent. Yeah, that period is past. Okay, fake flexing. Oh my, this has a lot to do with like, yeah, this is about your ability to remain consistent throughout the path. To be for it to be real. These commitment issues is you be over here, 1 minute you be over there, 1 minute you be doing this, 1 minute you be doing that. Well, you're about to finally find that it thing where you can just, you feel me? You can just celebrate good time. Oh gosh, this card says love bombed. Love bombed. What I'm getting from this love bomb though is this, I don't know, it's the very thing that you may have like tricked. Darn, it's the one thing that you tricked yourself out of its true value. With this love bomb, I feel like you could have. Congratulations, you played yourself. I don't know. There was something here for you, Leo, that is truly of value that I do feel like you may have downplayed just a bit. And now it's going to be like that one thing. I don't know. Let's just see what this is. Let's see what this is about. All right, clarify commitment issues, please. Shadow alchemy. Turn shadows into gold by shifting your awareness. And it says empowerment and rebirth. It says shadow alchemy. So when you would go through your darkest periods and your darkest times, you would come, there was something that you would continue. I don't know, it's like you would hide it. Your authenticity, you would hide it behind what people wanted to see, or what people were willing to accept. And because of that, you may have continued to find yourself in false realities and false environments. I truly feel like this go around, you're not looking for any outside validation, and whatever this is can really finally shine without you having to dim or dull it. You're not, I feel like you just finally not looking to be in nobody's face, or you're not looking to be on anybody's stage or nothing like that. For once it's really giving Virgo, like you're taking a step back. Okay, you're taking a step back to see the truth in something, or to find the true, I don't know why I'm hearing mechanism. Mechanism, that's what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, Ruby, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, love. Oop. Sorry. Okay, clarify fake flex and love bomb. Fake flex, we have relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Consumed, eroding in habits. This is Who keeping your true self locked away, tight, and protected due to the environments, the circumstances, the company, and so on and so forth. That time is passing. It says shedding illusions. That time is passing. The first step is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Okay? Now, the first step through going through awareness, I feel like you've been there. You kept becoming aware of this gift, but because you knew that in the environments that you still needed validation, it would not be accepted, you continue to not. You didn't accept, if they didn't accept it, neither did you. So you kept walking away from it, love bombing, acting like it wasn't really what it was. Okay, this next chapter has a lot to do with not really giving a flying loser, not really giving a F, and really trusting in your divine path here. So let's see what your cards are. Let's see what your cards are for Leo. This card says rejuvenation and fulfillment. And this is what you're stepping into. Okay, divine alignment. This is you finally, finally about to see the goodness of the Almighty Most High Divine God, just how blessed you really are. Like I'm hearing water into wine. Celebrate. Okay, water into wine indeed. But you had to first accept the water. I'm hearing you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And now that water is turning into wine. Okay, it just keep getting better. It just keep getting better. What's your charm? What's your charm here? Risk. You had to be willing to take that risk, take that chance, take that leap. Trust yourself, trust the Almighty Most High Divine God. Find your truest reality and truth and self and all of that goodness and all of that good stuff. Leo, I mean, you about to recreate the whole program. You about to recreate the whole program and spaces and places where you was once, I feel like really having to alter yourself to fit in. Those various spaces and places is probably going to have to confine because they're so damn dense to your energy if you decide to go back over there, which I wouldn't recommend. But, you know, you could take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the hood. Okay. Who's next at 18 minutes? At 18 minutes. Oh, that wasn't too long, Leo. Let me put my timer back on. Let me put my timer on because that was super long. Where is my timer at? Timer. Okay, who's next? Hello, Aries. Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be an Aries or you are cross-watching for an Aries, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. Please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. Let's see what's the overall vibe here for Aries spirit. Expansion. You're getting bigger. You're getting stronger. Your capacity is growing. We have peace. Okay, we have peace here. With this expansion, Aries, the things that once brought you peace will no longer bring you peace. It will seem chaotic to this new level that you are stepping into. So there's a need for you to start incorporating. There's a need for you to start finding new ways of peace and serenity before. I'm hearing it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, so even if there's something about, essentially getting ahead of this and making sure that you have those healthy coping mechanisms and spaces and places and people that will pour back into you during your times of, I'm hearing defeat, but of weakness. This card says playfulness. All right. Alrighty. Let's see, let's see. All right, y'all, hold on, because I got somebody picking up my groceries for dinner. And I gotta tell them not to get no hot sausage because my daughter don't like it. All right, cool. Aries, let's continue. So we have expansion here. Clarify this expansion, please, Spirit. CEO energy. So when you go out to party, you can't be going out. When you go out to have fun, these fun activities that you do cannot just simply be low vibrational. They actually have to be things that pour into you in a peaceful way because you're. Oh, this is like I'm picking up on usually. I'm picking up on like brunch, like for ladies and mimosas and blah 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 blah. And I'm picking up like for a while before you became the CEO of a company, you used to be able to do that and so on and so forth. But now, even it's not to say that you can't do that ever. It's just to say that that definitely has to be in moderation. Now happiness looks like a massage. Okay, it looks like the spa. It looks like this or that, as opposed to it being something chaotic maybe, or it doesn't really have to be chaotic, but I think you truly understand what I'm saying when I say like your outlets have to match this new energy. Okay, Leo, sorry, I'm doing what you I'm multitasking. Let's see. Hi, hey y'all. Hi P, hi Melissa, hi Ba. Soul contracts. Wow. Fated contracts, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements, and destined to meet. Okay. Can I have one more card here for playfulness? Lesson learned. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm picking up where somebody used to go out for like, brunch and mimosas. They now go to book clubs. And it's not to say that you can't still go out for brunch and mimosas. It's just that now you have options, now healthier options, options that allow you to learn, options that allow you to connect with different types of people. I'm hearing cultural differences could be of significance, but more so cultured. There's something about cultured as well. But mature. I'm seeing a charcuterie board and all of that. Give me a good book club. Y'all got some charcuterie, man. Let's see. Gotta be your audiobook because I'm a working mother. Okay, I'll be doing 8 things at one time, but we still get our reading hours in. Let's see. Clarify CEO energy. This says feathered omens. Even the sweetest birds harbor fierce intentions, self defeats, illusions, and secrets. Damn, that's my turn for you already. Okay, Aries. Self compassion, embracing imperfections helps you find strength, growth, mindset, and resilience. Okay, I feel like this has a lot to do with new soul contracts. As you as you expand into this new level, into this new space and place, allow yourself to meet new people, allow yourself to grow into this energy truly and fully. This card says shame and guilt unapologetically. You deserve it. You deserve this energy. And any person, place, or thing that is opposing it should not be where you are going and never wanted you to get to where you are going. Think about that. Okay? I'm hearing Though, though Kevin Gates just said this, something about those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter, or something of that nature. Those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter. There you go. Shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define your worth. Compassion and acceptance. I'm picking up on self help. I'm picking up on healing spaces and places like yoga classes. I'm even seeing Pilates, but it's really having to do with like soul retreats and all that, healing retreats and all that. Okay, we have the dagger. Conflict and danger lie in wait. So, Aries, little do you know, little is giving saved by the bell. It's giving saved by the bell. This elevation that you are about to go through is really because the level that you are on, let's, because if you go back to where you was at, please believe they will not hesitate to make sure that that dagger gets exactly where it's supposed to go. And that's why they're encouraging you so much to be able to make spaces and places in these new environments. And that's not to say to forget about your old ways, but there's something about being able to fully scope the scenery out in all aspects, healed and unhealed, or something about learned awareness or learned behaviors, or be something about being more aware of yourself, being more aware of your surroundings and all of that. That sounds like a whole bunch of judgment. Yeah, man. There's some connection. Your family. Aries, I love you lots. That's your family. Man, Aries, if you need to book me for a more personal, private, in-depth reading, please be sure to use the link that's over in my bio. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. At 27 minutes, we have Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be a Cancer or you are cross-watching for a Cancer, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you guys should have already liked that video. You should have already liked that video for me. Okay, so Cancer, what's the vibes here? Uh-oh. This says trust. Trust? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, Cancer, this says trust. So let's see. Oh, adventure. Now this might be hard, but it's going to be worth it. It says trust the process. Okay, we have the Silk Road. Trust. I'm hearing a slippery slope. Okay, I'm hearing a slippery slope. I also see these people in water. So let's see. Can I have one more card here for Cancer, please? Oh, and it is patience. So, Cancer, they're going to give you a vision, right? Now, Spirit is good for this. They'll think this is the most cruel thing that they could ever do. Some people appreciate it. I personally don't. So, Cancer, they're going to give you a vision. They're going to give you a dream. They're going to give you an idea, something that you know for a fact is very capable or possible or within reach, but they're just not going to tell you how far you have to go or how long it's going to take for you to bring it into fruition. But what they're going to do is show you, hey, at the end of this journey, we're going to give you all of what are your wishes, Cancer? We're going to give you this wish and this wish and this wish and this wish and this wish. It will be total wish fulfillment. However, they're not going to tell you how long it's going to take. They're going to tell you, trust the process. They're going to tell you, trust the process. Now, Some of you guys could be perfectly fine with that. I, on the other hand, no. Okay, I that is not in my contract. Y'all got to give me a day, a time frame, the end goal. I need the full plan. I need to see the full blueprint, or I'm not going at all. You understand? But that's me. That's totally me. Cancer, please trust this process. Okay, be patient with yourself throughout your path as you adventure into your dreams, as you go on this adventure. Side hustle is out here. Okay. It says trust out here. Multiple incomes, extra earning, financial security, always on my grind. Okay. Don't give up in the beginning. Okay. Continue your path even through the short weeks, even through the short months, even through the short days. I'm hearing every little penny counts. And look at it. It literally says payday here. It is going to pay off for you. All you have to do is remain consistent. It says financial reward, money rolling in, celebration of success, checks cashed. Hold on. Checks cash. And look at it. Retirement goals, long-term stability, future planning, relaxation earned, and living the dream. The thing about this is this retirement plan, you feel me? This is not something that's done overnight. This is something that you work all of your life for so that you can then relax at the end of your life. You see how that goes? So they're not going to tell you that it's going to take you X amount of you understand how a retirement plan works. So just be patient with yourself. It is all going to pan out and play out the way that it's supposed to. Okay, it says soul mirror. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. Open heart, healing union is here. Let's see. This card says shadow blossom. Oh, it says you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. So it's going to take some up seasons and down seasons. It's going to take some highs and lows. But please believe there's something about this will prevail, or this will succeed. When you find yourself in those low periods or something of that nature, make sure that you are speaking positivity over yourself. Make sure that you have proper support system and so on and so forth that can pour into you when you can't pour into yourself. Who we just said that for? Aries might be of significance for you, Cancer. This card says spiritual awakening. Sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment, intuition, and spirituality. They are definitely about to give you a vision, a gift, something that is locked into your core soul values. It really is going to alter your life. It's just about your ability to remain dedicated to said path, to said dream. Let's see. Can I split the deck, please, for Cancer? Can I split the deck, please, for Cancer Spirit? We had, oh my gosh, no, wait, because that was so dope. Because look at it. Oh my gosh, I literally just said, okay, I'm sorry. That was a little hype. But I would be like, Uncle, Auntie. I'm sorry. I'll be like, Auntie, what's going on? I was waiting for y'all to come over here and give me these gifts. No, but it says the wizard, okay? Use your skills to aid others. But I feel like they about to come bestow. I'm hearing lay the hands upon you. I don't know what that means, but lay hands upon you. I'm hearing if my card can just touch the hem, if my such and such and such can just touch the hem, I'll be okay. Well, they about to come lay hands, not even just the hem. Okay, but this ain't nothing about this quick. Okay, you're gonna have to put in her work. I work hard for the money. Work hard for the money. All right, what else we got here? What's your charm, Cancer? What's your charm? What's your charm? What's your charm? Dang, can I get a charm for Cancer, please? Ancestors. Oh, talk about, it's a celebration. It's a celebration. You about to step into your ancestors. So your ancestors manifested this dream for you, manifested this abundance for you, manifested this for you to work for. Okay, your ancestors, it says, sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment. Okay, so the generational curses that you got to break and so on and so forth. The more you can unlock those inner shadows, the more you can make sense of those, the more you can make peace with those, the closer to your alignment you become. So let that be the key. Let that be your key. Oh, Cancer, if you need to book me for a more personal, private, in-depth reading, please be sure to use the link that's over in my bio. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. At 36 minutes, we have you, Taurus. Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be a Taurus or you are cross-watching for a Taurus, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. Okay, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you guys should have already liked the video for me. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. Hi, Fred. Hi, Gideon. Hi, Jessica. Hey, y'all. Okay. Guys, if you guys want to book readings, you can totally book readings. Okay, for Taurus, we have flow. Taurus. Oh, it says stability here. So we have flow and we have stability. So I'm picking up, oh, things are like I'm hearing you're getting the hang of something. You're going to be getting the hang of something. Okay, this stability or whatever this. Let's see what this is. I'm hearing you're going to be getting the hang of something though. I'm also picking up on like hanging in a tree. Y'all don't climb trees. Strength. Yes, you are getting the hang of something. Like, I don't know, like I'm seeing, and I know this might be crazy, Taurus, but I'm literally seeing like a monkey, like a monkey, I'm just seeing the monkey swing on the tree branches, and as the monkey grows older, he builds up the strength, he builds up that muscle, and he really really gets the hang of it, so much so that he can leap farther, he can, so on and so forth. So there's something about you getting the hang of something, and you're able to do more, you're able to go greater lengths, you're able to produce more or something of that nature. So, and I hope, don't take it as disrespect, that's just what I was seeing. It was like it was going through the trees. All right, Taurus. So let's see what's the vibes here for you, my love. We have brand new. Brand new. It says fresh beginnings, reinventing yourself, new ventures, and watch me shine. Okay. They said you acting you got the hang of whatever you're doing, you start acting brand new. They said you start making some cash, you start acting brand new. Ever since they started doing blah, 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 they think they brrring somebody. You start acting brand new. Well, did you think I was doing all of that work to stay the same? You must be crazy. You must be crazy. Clarify stability. Side piece. Oh, hell no. Is this your lover? Is this your lover? Is this your lover that feels like you're acting brand new because you're getting the hang of something? Oh, Taurus. Oh, you in enemy territory, huh? What you got going on, Taurus? Side piece. It says secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice, only late night calls. What the hell is this? Speak up. Okay. And on top of that, I feel like this also has to do with you being able to spot shit. Spot shit a mile away. Okay. Standards is strong. Okay. First of all, I see that you're playing, you're doing this, you're doing that. You're no longer just accepting anything. Hell no, I'm not taking that. That don't sound right. That don't seem right. I don't know. You created a new program, and I don't really think everybody is happy about it. I feel like people like when you was more flexible, as opposed to you being real stable in your energy. Like, nah, the standards are the price is the price. The price is the price. If you can't fucking pay the price, you better go to where you can shop, because it ain't here. You ain't trying to negotiate nothing. Okay, and with that being said, I feel like you bringing in customers that's gonna be able to pay that price. That's gonna be able to fit that bill, whatever the case may be. It says having hope. I know that's right. Navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness, grace, kindness, and self-care. It says hidden desires. Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential, longing, passion, and fulfillment. Okay, you said I need something structured. I need something more secure than this. If you can't offer me stability and security, that's all I offer myself, hell no. Hell no. I said hell no. Who said that? Yo. This card says self-sabotage, procrastination, negative self-talk, and fear of failure undermine your success, overcoming and releasing. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. The strength to overcome this self-sabotage by continuing maybe to involve yourself with people that want you to stay confined in there. You feel me? Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm okay. They said, well, you acting brand new. Sure is. Sure is. Bye. You ain't fuck me. You fuck the old body. You ain't fuck Nikki. You fuck Nicole. Ain't no miles on this here, dude. Oh, sheesh. This card, serendipity. And what about it? And what about it? And what about it? It says, okay, bright new perspectives are on the horizon. They said you acting brand new. They can't stand that. Nah, they can't stand that. So, oh gosh, let me see. What's this? What's this, spirit? Give me the card here for Taurus. What's the energy for Taurus? 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 Cut. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. That's what they want to say to you. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Shit. If you can't pay the price, you better go where you can get it. You better go where you can get it, because it's showing here. It's showing here. They said you need to cut it. They don't like that, Taurus. Taurus, if you need to book me for a more personal, private, in-depth reading, please be sure to use the link that's over in my bio. Oh, gosh. At 44 minutes, we got Virgo. At 44 minutes, we got Virgo. Okay, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Let's see what we have for you. Virgo, Virgo. See what we got. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going fishing in a big ocean. I know that's right. I know that's right. Ain't nobody about to confine. Hell no. Hello, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be a Virgo or you are cross-watching for a Virgo, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. Okay. Oh, we got grounded. Grounded. Very first card is grounded. So we have grounded here for Virgo. Oh, we got vitality. Okay. Leo is at 8 minutes, lovely. Leo was done at 8 minutes. Virgo, are you with Leo? Let's see. JK, Bona, it was done at 8 minutes, love. What do we have here for Virgo spirit? Chaos. Grounded, vitality, and chaos. So what is, I feel like you're being led away from this though. Because look at this. You see how you have this here, and then it's now this. So you're going to see something. You're going to see the storm long before it turns into, you know, you're going to see the storm long before it turns into something bigger. So let's see what this is about. All you got to do is trust what you see. Okay, is that what I think it is? Don't know the shoe? Sure is. Sure is. You're going to see the storm long before it turns into. Let's see. Clarify this grounded. Ooh. It says swipe right. Online dating, instant attraction, digital romance, match found. Okay. So what's this about? This could have to do with love, but I don't think it has to do with love. It has to do with something that you thought would be a good fit until you really got into it. And then you realize that something like you may have us accidentally gotten on a sinking ship, and now you got to find cover, or now you got to, you got to find the quickest exit. Quickest exit. I'm hearing you running into you've come into a burning building or something of that nature. But you didn't know. Nobody, I don't know, something was being disclosed or hidden. But once you realize you will be making your way out, clarify this vitality. Okay. Money moves. Shadow work. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Money moves is here. Okay, it says smart decisions, strategic investments, building wealth, making my money work. So I feel like you're not going to be you are not going to be in here lollygagging. Okay, you're going to get in that place, get what you got to get, and go. It says shadow work, facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, accepting imperfections, and meet your darker self. With this chaos here, I feel like this has to do with when you be at a job, right, and you realize that that job is just a stepping stone for you, but you have people that have no choice but to work at that job. That's the job that they're going to have for the rest of their life, and it's like inside of them, they know that they've settled for something mediocre, but they don't have enough courage to go after what it is that they want. So they just hate their job, and they just hate themselves, and they just hate people that they work with, especially people that have promise. So, with that being said, don't get up in there trying to fight. Don't get up in there and let that, like, don't do it. Don't fall for the okie doke, Virgo, because that's just as a walk in your path. That is not your, don't you do it. Let me get this though. It says swipe right. Escapism. Didn't I said a burning ship or something? Excuse me. Jesus Christ. So sorry. It says escapism, detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. Relaxation and facing reality. This card says defensive, unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Whoa. I need just one card, please, Spirit. Just one card, please. Just one card. Just one card, please. Just one card. This card says, making peace. In the midst of adversity lies the path to self-discovery. Profound, genuine risk. Risk. Okay? There's something about when you start to smell the smoke. or by the time you smell the smoke, you should be far away, or something of that nature. Something of that nature. So let's see what this is about. Can I have one? Whoa, what was that? Okay, this card says the Queen, love and prosperity. Okay, Scorpio got the King. So Scorpio could be, that sign could be of significance to you as well. But let's see. Can I have one charm here for Virgo? Can I have one charm here for Virgo, Spirit, please? One charm for Virgo, please. Nope, not in that bunch. Not in that bunch either. There we go. One charm for Virgo. Here we go. Lover. Lover. It does say love and prosperity. A Virgo. If you need to book me for a more personal, more private, in-depth reading, please be sure to use the link that's over in my bio. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. Okay, all of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. Who's next? At approximately 51 minutes. At 51 minutes, we have... Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be an Aquarius or you are cross-watching for an Aquarius, please be sure to take what you need. Take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. Okay, take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video. So let's tap into your energy, Aquarius. Let's tap in. Oh, that's better. Let's tap into Aquarius's energy, please, Spirit. Aquarius. Oh, transformation. Transformation. Transformation station. Oh, freedom. I have a dream. Transformation and freedom. The freedom to transform into whoever or however you see fit. Free will at its finest. Okay, and we have love. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. What is that? What, you about to have like a pick, or like maybe this is even like a roster, or maybe this is even like whatever this is truly going to transform how you view love, how you see love, how you define love, how you accept love. But I feel like this has to do with like a plethora of ways, a plethora of, I'm hearing examples, a plethora of examples in how you interact with love, or how love interacts with you. It'll be transforming here. So let's see. Clarify. Come on, Michelle. You know you want some love in your life. It says bag secured, accomplished goals, mission accomplished, financial stability, and got it locked. So you about to be talking to a money maker. You about to be put on with somebody that's gonna put you on. You ever been talking to somebody that put you on game before? Put you on to a back before? Have you ever talked to that type of lover that can come into your life and transform your whole life? Because that's what's about to happen. Now what? Oh. This is not that person, Michelle. This is not that person. This is somebody completely different. This says payback, freedom, consequences returning. It says karma cycles. What goes around comes around. It's time to settle accounts. All right. So this is payback for, I won't say payback, but it's like, you know, if you have been the transformer, if you have been put in people's lives and you the one that's constantly transforming people, you the one that's constantly making people better, and you not reaping no reward, or you making people better for the next person. And so like, if that's been your story, you're about to finally walk away with the bag. You're finally about to receive a compensation, essentially. You're about to receive compensation, essentially, for all of the work that you've already put in when it comes to love. Okay, so much so that you won't have nearly as many blockages and restrictions. You'll be free. You'll be free to love, free to be yourself, free to love as you please, free to love who you please. Clarify this, love. Deja vu. Ooh. Not deja vu. That's how good it's gonna feel. Like I had to know you from somewhere. I had to have known you from a past life. Was we butterflies before? I'm seeing stingrays, repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. So you about to have a past life come back in and let you know that they loving is the best loving you ever going to get in this lifetime and in the next. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, clarify back secured. Oh, okay. I don't know which one of them came out first, so I'm just going to take one. We have back secured. For back secured, we have okay. This card says, have courage. Stop hiding, show up, and let yourself be seen. Emotional release. Letting go creates space for new beginnings. Clarify deja vu, please. This card, unseen patterns. We have this here with deja vu. Change your thoughts, change your life. Beliefs and reprogramming. All right, let's see. Can I get one card here for Aquarius? And it is the Golden Omen. Oh, I can't. The Golem. I'm sorry. The Golem. The Golem. A close friend acts on your behalf. This close friend, I think, is a past life lover. Just gonna be honest. Okay, this close friend, I think, is a past life lover. It doesn't that's what it's just what it's giving. That's just what it's giving. Before you come over here talking to me, I'm just telling you. Give me a charm here for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Look at it. I fucking told you. I told you. I told you it was a past life lover. And here they come again to reclaim. They coach. My man, my man, my man, my man, my baby. Thank you, Aquarius. Congratulations. Last but certainly not least, at 58 minutes, we have Libra. Libra is last at 58 minutes. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. What do we have for you? Libra, Libra, Libra. What do we have for you? Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for watching this video. Whether you be a Libra or you are cross-watching for a Libra, please be sure to take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. If you've made it this far, you should have already liked the video, okay? If you've made it this far, you should have already liked that video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you feel guided. All right, Libra. We have saved the best for last. Indeed. We have saved the best for last. So what's your energy here, love? What's the energy here for Libra? Okay. Leadership. We have leadership here for the very first card for you, Libra. Leadership is here. You could be getting called into a leadership position. It says ancient Egypt. You know, without their knowledge, technically, we would be onions. Focus. Oh, God. Libra. This card says focus. It says leadership and focus. You know, when you're a leader, you can't do the things that you once did. It takes an immense amount of focus. It takes for you to be able to, you know, square away anything that could currently be distracting you at this time, and so on and so forth. Something about undivided attention, I'm telling you, because I'm a Libra myself, and I've already been feeling the glitches when I don't want to confine and conframe. conform and confine, I'm sorry. But we have leadership here and we have focus. This card says flexibility. I was going to say we have flexibility here. I'm naturally a multitasker. So when someone needs my undivided attention for one thing, I feel like I'm wasting time because I'm often doing 2 things, 3 things, 4 things at one time. And I feel like maybe for a while that could have worked for you. But you'll have people in said spaces and places that will help you to focus when it's time for you to focus. I'm hearing iron sharpens iron, something about being a team player as well as being the leader or something of that nature. Let's see. What's the energy here, Libra? Okay, let's see what we have here. What the heck? What's for Libra? Clarify leadership, please. Thank you. Sugar-coated. Sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. This is... This sugar-coated here being over leadership, I feel like has to do with people that don't want you to be in this leadership position or feel like they should be in the leadership position as opposed to you. So these are people that, just because you're the boss doesn't mean I actually have to respect you, or doesn't mean that I actually have to... What is this, Spirit? Clarify focus. Clarify focus, please. It says mirror, mirror. Facing yourself and others, reflective relationships, self-awareness. What you see is you. Okay, so this how can I put this? With people, with you being the leader, everything that you do is under heavy scrutiny. Everything that you do is under heavy judgment. Everyone has something to say about what the leader is doing, but if they had the position to be in a leader, I'm hearing Finesse say, everybody to say that they wouldn't tell when the time came, but they don't know how it feels to sit in there. And then this is like in the interrogation room when everybody agreed to do something and you're the one that gets caught or whatever the case may be. But there's something about everybody got something to say, but if you were qualified to be in the position, you would be in the position. There's something pissing me off. There's something about, I feel like this is really patience. But like I said, everything that you do right now is under heavy scrutiny. It's simply because you're the leader. Clarify this flexibility. Start smacking heads off now. Oh man, this says unbreakable. That you are the leader for a reason, and there's a need for you to trust that position, trust this, trust that, trust yourself, trust in your gifts, regardless of what people say or how people feel about the job that you're doing. Okay, like I said, if they have the qualifications to be in said position, then they would. There is a reason why you have been bestowed such honor with the leadership. So, of course, you're not going to be able to please everybody, but it's for the greatest good of all, as opposed to the few that just, it is what it is. It is what it is, pretty much. And if you ask me, I wouldn't keep these few around all too much longer, because who do you think you are? Do you know that I'm the leader? Sorry. But there's something about, I'm hearing a good leader. You know how they say the customer is always right? I'm hearing something about a good leader listens to, man, watch out. A good leader, can take criticism, can take direction, can take this, can take that. That's what I heard, Libra. Please don't listen to my ego. That's obviously coming out. Okay, I'm trying to contain my ego. because you're not going to tell me a goddamn thing. But you, as a leader, should be open to hearing what people have to say, or you have to be open essentially to hearing what people have to say. You have to be able to take what they're saying into consideration if you truly wish, for the highest and greatest good of the bunch to really continue. I'm hearing, don't let one bad apple spoil the whole lot, or something of that nature. It just seemed like you got one pesky, or just a little pesky energy that is just, it's just giving pesky. What is this? Find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. Acceptance and inner peace. If one puzzle piece is missing, the puzzle will remain incomplete. It says unmasking truth. And there's a need for you to make sure that everybody's on board. If I said that everybody needs to be on board at 5 o'clock because we're leaving at 5:10 and you're not here at 5:10 and we left, is that my fault or your fault? They say, well, you're the leader. You're supposed to make sure everybody's on the ship. No. But that's how it'll go. That's how it'll look, because you are the leader and you're supposed to account for everybody. You're the one that's supposed to be held accountable. Anywho, unmasking truth. The eyes see only what the mind is prepared to know. Self-examining and revelation. Okay, so they're not going to understand why you do everything that it is that you do, which is why it's imperative that you surround yourself with people that can sharpen your skills and so on and so forth to better please and accommodate. What type of leadership role did you get into? It just seemed like you're surrounded by babies, people that really can't handle the truth. Anywho, I keep hearing the customer's always right. If you've ever worked in retail, then you know how that goes. All you really want to do is hear this person out so that they can leave the store and stop disrupting the function and the flow of the environment. But it just seems like control issues, fear of losing power, or false security leads to vulnerability, release, trust, and empowerment. Okay, so there's a need for you to release control, they said. So they want you to be a leader and release control. Isn't that? Put yourself in your assigned seat. I would truly have to have a sit down with my spirit team, because I don't like oxymorons like that. But to each his own. Can I get another card here, please? This card says, the wolf, beware who you trust. So they saying leadership, control issues, and beware who you trust. Beware who you trust. Beware who you trust. One bad apple. One. Just one. I truly feel like it's just one. But let me see what your charm is, Libra. What's your charm here, my love? What's your charm? I'm about to close you out. Your charm is a man. That's a good man, Savannah. I don't know what that's about. That could be divine masculine energy, or this could just be, like I said, a man, somebody's man. Are you in enemy territory? I don't know. Libra, thank you so much for allowing me in your energy. Please be sure to, if you need to book me for a more personal, private, in-depth reading, please be sure to use the link that's over in my bio. All of my private readings are done within 24 hours of booking. Yeah, that was just crazy. A little crazy. I love you guys so much. I'm going to put the timestamps down below. For all of you guys that are looking for them. Hi, Nana. If you're looking for Gemini is in part 1. This is actually the second part to this video. My first part, it cut out. So I'm going to put it down below, but it's also right over on my page if you want to go to part 1. Gemini started at 20 minutes. You'll see that time. right in the description of that video, lovely. I posted it today, so you should be able to see Gemini. Ooh, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Love you lots. I'm about to go cook some dinner, listen to an audiobook, and I don't know, curse my ancestors out. Love y'all.